5 seconds to go. Start. It is a pleasure to be with you all, as this convocation is a landmark event in the lives of the bright young students who have earned their degrees and medals today. I congratulate the students for their achievements. I also congratulate the parents and teachers who have toiled hard to witness this day, which is so important in the lives of these young students. I attach great importance to this event as it is directly related to the future of our talented youth and thereby to the future of India. Only yesterday, I interacted with many vice chancellors of central universities and directors of institutions of national importance in the presence of the Union Minister of Education and experts of higher education who are responsible for implementing the National Education Policy 2020 and other related measures. The occasion was the Visitors' Conference held in the Rashtrapati Bhavan. Ladies and gentlemen, education is the greatest enabler. The future of our country depends on good education of our young population. Therefore, I try not to miss any opportunity that is related to promotion of education. I remember having participated in virtual mode at the conference on implementation of the National Education Policy in Jammu and Kashmir in September 2020, when the Lieutenant Governor Shri Manoj Sinha ji requested me to participate in that conference. I had happily agreed. Many of you may be aware of the fact that the Lieutenant Governor came into the field of public service with an illustrious academic career as an engineering student from IIT BHU. On a lighter note, the Lieutenant Governor is also described as a dhoti wearing IITian by his friendly associates. I appreciate his efforts for improvement of education in Jammu and Kashmir. Coming from this region, Dr. Jitendra Singh has been closely involved with the overall development of Jammu and Kashmir along with his responsibilities in the central government. The presence of Dr. Milind Kamble here, who is also the founder chairman of Dalit Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry or DICCI, is a good example of convergence between academia and industry. I appreciate the term of IIM Jammu led by its director for taking the institute forward in line with the educational objectives of the nation. Ladies and gentlemen, as we know, the National Education Policy seeks to position India as a knowledge hub in today's knowledge economy. It seeks to make our youth equipped for the world of 21st century while preserving our ancient values which remain relevant even today. For India to become a global knowledge hub, our institutes of learning have to be globally comparable. With this perspective, a presentation was made on global ranking of higher education institutions at the visitors conference I mentioned above. I am happy to note that the number of Indian institutions in the global ranking is gradually increasing. I expect new institutions like IIM Jammu to quickly adopt global best practices and aspire for higher ranking. We are in an era of enterprise, innovation, and value creation. I have been informed that innovation councils have been set up in higher education institutions in almost all the states and union territories. India's ranking in Global Innovation Index has improved from 76 in the year 2014 to 46 in 2021. Innovation and entrepreneurship strengthen each other. Aided by convergence of technologies and opportunities, many startups have become very successful and are being described as the emerging mainstay of the Indian economy. Unicorns, which are startup enterprises with market valuation of $1 billion and above, are proving to be game changers. These unicorns, most of which are set up by young people, must be a source of inspiration for you all. The mindset of being a job giver and not a job seeker among the youth of India is one of the key factors in our country having one of the best startup ecosystems in the world. I feel very happy to note that IIM Jammu, in collaboration with DICCI and CII, is going to set up a special diversity cell for helping potential entrepreneurs from scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. I am told that this is going to be the first center of its kind among the IIMs. I appreciate everyone concerned with this initiative to promote entrepreneurship and inclusion. Ladies and gentlemen, the establishment of IIM Jammu in 2016 marks the beginning of a new chapter of higher education in this area. I am sure that this institute will soon emerge as a major education destination for students from different parts of the country and even from other countries. I am glad to note that students from 25 states and union territories are receiving education from the faculty drawn from all over the country. This makes IIM Jammu reflect a young mini India. I am told that adjunct faculty from countries like the UK, France, Brazil, and the US are associated with IIM Jammu. I am also happy to note that the institute has tied up with 15 prestigious institutions in the US, France, Australia, Korea, and the UK for student and faculty exchange programs. I have been told that the new campus of the institute is targeted to be fully functional by November this year. I extend my best wishes for the team here to achieve the target. I am also happy to know about the steps taken to develop Srinagar off campus of IIM Jammu that will further increase the higher education outreach in this part of the country. I am glad to note that the educational ecosystem of this area is getting stronger by cooperation among the Jammu based IIM, IIT, and AIMS. I am happy that these three institutes are integrating and offering courses in which students from one institute can get access to the other. IIM Jammu has been offering dual degree program with IIT Jammu. It is also starting MBA programs in interdisciplinary areas with IIT Jammu and AIMS Jammu. This integration of courses and institutes is in line with the objectives of the National Education Policy 2020. I am told that other higher education institutions have been asked to emulate this initiative taken by these institutes. I appreciate IIM Jammu and the other two national institutes here for taking lead in this important area of synergy. As we know that the United Nations has been publishing a World Happiness Report along with the ranking of countries on happiness related parameters. In a world full of stress, happiness is as much about the spirit of the person as it is about external conditions. Therefore, right training of people in the heart of happiness is as important as their training in skills and professions. In this context, the initiative of setting up a Center for Happiness named Anandam by IIM Jammu is a welcome step. Stop.